like to thank all the panelists for not only the insight but also keeping time. Well, I can hear that there is a very similar sort of metaphor emerging from our discussion, the metaphor of ecology, ecosystem, wisdom of the crowd, and so on. And of course, being a member of the crowd, I feel that I'm part of it, and I'm sure you're all part of it. And so I would like to hear how you, from your perspective, I think in the audience we have people coming from different countries and also from different sectors. So please spare a bit of your insight or your views. You might, or even, well, I think insight and reflection would be good, but also questions would also be, good ones as well. So over to you. Anyone want to?
I guess you mean Sweden.
Yes. Martin.
Thank you. Both Christina and I we're so satisfied with this symposium. It's been very interesting indeed. And one of the things we're talking about is that we have so much in common. Nevertheless, what side of the earth you come from, we discuss the same problems. We have the same items. Everybody wants a change, and it's very interesting to see that we have so much in common. And all the symposiums and the forums and the workshops has been very interesting, I must say. Thank you very much.
So before you stop, you have to tell us, is there anything you can share, from the Swedish experience, in terms of how we might, one good lesson that you can tell us?
The ones who rule the Swedish schools are the technicians. And once you have convinced them that they are not the rulers of the school, it's a big step forward. Because once you get them to open up the system, that the teachers can use them without all the restrictions, and they can't download certain things, they can't do anything, then it's a big help, we've found. And the second group that is supposed to be in command are the headmasters. If we get them on the wagon and they want a change, very much is won. Those are the two key factors we have found so far.
Thank you.
First of all, I'd like to second some of other comments. This has been very enriching, that symposium for the past 3 days. I want to thank the organizers. And today that I learned from all the panel members, I think two major things that pop up when we talk about ICT for education. One is the policy level, like a national level policy. And the second thing is about how we do the enabling. So, and I'm a researcher from the ground, and I have experience working in China, and did my dissertation in US classroom, and now I'm in Singapore. And from my own project, actually I realized, given the high level, that policy, that direction that you might be part of that, I have this ground up question. How do we kind of encourage teachers to have the agency so that we build capacity in them? I suspect that without helping the subject teachers to think about how to integrate ICT in their own life, that make it a routine to their teaching and student learning practice, all this policy level, that the visions might be compromised. So I would like to ask the panel that how would you think about the measures, the policy kind of directions that you can put some phrases in terms of building teacher agency and competence in using ICT in education?
Since the audience is, I see several hands, so I would like to give the audience more opportunities. I think Celia wants to say something. Simon here. Celia. Yes.
Thank you. I'd like to say how much I agree with the previous speaker. You really do need a program of teacher development for using computers if we're going to have any success. But I was going to talk about two challenges that we've had, real instances in England, and I wondered, I'd like to have the reaction of the panel to these. One, not many years ago, we had a big program of laptops in schools, and I think there was an underspend in the government, and so all the schools got laptops, and we had a project in London with these laptops. And the whole idea was mobile technology empowering the learners. They could go away with their laptops and collect their data and take photographs. And we returned to the school having sort of set it up and talked to the teachers. And we found, first of all, the laptops were put in cupboards every night and locked up. And secondly, they were screwed to the desk of the teacher. Now, you understand why. They're legitimate reasons of safety and so I think that's a more recent thing is Rich and I are involved in using the internet for collaborative learning, and one of the major problems, there's huge issues of learning, which is what we're interested in, is all the firewalls around schools. I mean, so I think that why I tell these stories, I do think these are common things. It's how you move the education forward, because there are always so many reasons why we don't take these sorts of risks. Thank you.